Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to do your sneak peek for this week. How are you? Happy Monday to you. Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate when you show up each Monday. Happy new week to you. I hope Monday wasn't too mean to you, didn't push you down, push you around. And yeah, we're here to do a sneak peek for the week. So what is that? This reading is something that I do once a week, comes out usually on a Monday or a Tuesday. Lately, it's been Monday. Keep your fingers crossed. And what I do is I read from Aries to Pisces. I read through all of the signs. I mark everything down below in the description so you can find what you need just by scrolling this video. I'm just going to ask you to please, please, please stop watching tarot for just your sun sign. I know that most of you here come armed with your moon and your rising, which is really great because it gives you a greater picture. Now, what does that mean? Your sun sign's your personality. Your rising sign is what's going on out there in life, and your moon sign is what's going on in here in the soul. So that's why you need this round picture. So if you can manage to get your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter, I say Venus because I want to know about your love life, and Jupiter because I want to know about your expansion, your abundance, right? So that's why I read all of those signs. If you can manage to get those, natal charts are free everywhere, my friends. So please go look somewhere on the internet, find that information, come back. You'll just see things you never saw before. So other than that, there is a sale going on right now on private reads until the 30th of June, 10% off. I will mark everything down in the description, but also I'm pinning a comment to the top of all the comments, everything you need there, the code you need to take over to Wizio, and the link to Wizio. So if you need a private reading, I'm there for you. All right. It is more reasonable than you think it is, and with 10% off, makes it even more reasonable. Do I have anything else to tell you? I don't think I do. Let's get the blah blah done, and let's get to the reading. Let's talk about Aries, sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aries, please. What's coming up this week? So if you want to know what's going on this week, you can go look at last week's readings. Those are always for the week ahead. That would be this week. Plus, I'm giving you a little more clarity in this reading. So let's find out what's going on. We'll start with Aries. Lead us in, please. Aries, sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming up for Aries, please. Tell me what's coming up for Aries. We have the moon. Well, maybe you don't know what's coming up, Aries. It feels like something is going on this week, something that doesn't seem as it really is. Tell me about the moon energy. It feels like I want to say it's something that you feel is going on, but maybe something you don't quite see just yet. But I want to say whatever it is it is not as it seems. Tell me about the moon energy. What does Aries need to know about the moon? We've got the Five of Wands. So I want to say this energy of holding back or beating yourself up about something. I want to say stop doing that because things are not as they seem. And I feel like you're giving yourself a hard time for no reason. And maybe for some of you, if you think that there's competition out there for whatever you want, I think you're worried about nothing. I feel like you're going to blow the competition away. We do have the Ace of Cups. If it is love you're thinking about, I feel like somebody has made a story up in their head that there is some sort of competition. There's no way they'll accept my cup. But things aren't as they seem, Aries. Things are not as they seem. We do have the Death card. Things are about to transform, my friend. So I want to say for those of you who have been holding back because you think that other person has another person, or you think that the job is not going to hire you because there must be everyone else out there must be better than you need to change your mind. You need to change this thinking. But I think that's coming honestly quite organically. I feel like it's coming quite organically. So for those of you, it could be a job you applied for that you really love, and you feel like it's just not going to happen for you. For others, it could be relationship related. Because the Ace of Cups is here, it is something is about to transform. So whatever you're doing now, it's like I feel like this moon energy is with the Death card here with these two major arcana tells me that you're going to stop. You're going to stop worrying in the dark and wondering what's going on. You're about to find out what's going on here. Tell me what's in the moon energy, because things are not as they appear. And I feel like things are going to transform. You're going to start to see things that you didn't see before. We do have the Nine of Wands. I feel for somebody here that you're exhausted, you're overthinking. I want to say that things are right around the corner. Change is right around the corner. Transformation. I feel like you've been hanging there trying to see a different perspective, trying to get some balance of the intuition, trying to balance your energy with the energy of the universe. For somebody here, it's like you've decided to surrender or sacrifice. It's like, okay, tell me what I'm supposed to do. I feel somebody's at their wit's end. That's what it feels like. Somebody's at their wit's end here and just doesn't want to have to deal with this anymore. Has finally turned to the universe and said, look, I don't know what I'm doing. Tell me what to do. We do have the King of Cups, and the universe says, if you want it, go get it. So if you are the King of Cups, possibly you do have Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer in the chart. You don't have to. I feel like the thing that somebody is ruminating over is whether or not somebody is going to accept their advances, whether or not somebody actually loves them. Does this person have other people? Is there a lot of competition for them? I don't want to throw myself into the pool of competition. Tell me about the moon energy and the death card, please. What's about to change here? It's about to transform. We do have the Princess of Cups, who is the page. We have the Three of Cups, and we have Justice. Look, I feel like you're supposed to go. You're supposed to go and get whatever it is that you want, Aries. Look, you do it in every other situation, but I feel like when you might be somebody who doesn't really have water in the big three, right? In the sun, moon, and rising. For some of you, you could. Maybe others of you don't. I think for those of you who don't, are not listening to the intuitive self, I feel like you're used to just running after things and getting them anyway, but I feel like this fire energy here tells me you're exhausted and you're holding back. Justice is here with the Three of Cups. You will have a reunion. If you reach out to this person and ask them out, I do feel that they say yes, because the Page of Cups is here. It's a brand new beginning here, a brand new start. This person has affection for you. So if you have love for them, I'm going to say if you want to reunite with them, this week is the week to do it. Justice is here. It tells me that you're going to get some karmic justice here. Whatever it is that was behind you, whatever it is that you went through back there, I feel like whatever you've learned back there is something that is when you pull it into this future, or sorry, this present energy, it feels like it's something that you learned back there. And it feels like you need to pull it into the present energy, whatever lessons you learned back there. So it does feel to me like somebody wants to reach out to someone. Look, I feel like it's good news, right? The Page of Cups is here. I feel like it turns out to be good news for you, my friend. But you're going to have to make the decision to end something so something else can begin. Because the Death card is here with the Ace of Cups. And I feel like if you do want the Ace of Cups, you need to get out of the Five of Wands. You need to stop beating yourself up over something. What is it here? Why are you holding back? The Nine of Cups is here. The Seven of Pentacles is here. And then we have the Magician. I want to say that that you're the person, Aries, who's used to putting in most of the work. You're the person who finds the person, loves the person, takes care of the person, gives them all of the things that the person wants. I feel like you're the person who is the overgiver. That could mean that maybe you have some earth energy in your big three. We have the Nine of Cups here. Wish fulfillment for you would be to find someone who would reciprocate the energy that you put in. The Magician is as it goes, right? As above, so below, which means that we're in contact with the universe and saying, this is my wish fulfillment, then the universe delivers. And the Seven of Pentacles is putting in hard work. I feel like your happiness or your wish fulfillment is that you will find somebody who puts in enough effort, who puts in the same kind of effort that you do. I think the Magician is telling me that that's what you're manifesting. Somebody who would put in as much effort as you are putting in here. Tell me about the Three of Cups and the Page of Cups. Tell me what happens if Aries decides to reach out for the reunion. We do have the Nine of Swords. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse, and we have the Knight of Cups. So I feel like if you do reach out, I feel like it's going to be nerve-wracking. I'm just going to be straight up with you. I feel like you've been worrying about it, overthinking it. I'm just looking at this particular depiction here. We have the 8 swords on this side, and then we have 1 sword, which tells me that you do want to say something. And the thing is this, is that if there's been a painful ending between you and someone else, I feel as though you're still in a positive light in this person's eyes. That's what it feels like. The Nine of Swords and 1 in the Hand of Justice brings this painful cycle, maybe a betrayal, maybe an argument or a fight, or we ghosted each other, or we blocked each other. It feels like this thing is now coming into justice. There's been enough time that has passed here. I feel like the thing that you're most worried about is showing your feelings or being overly emotional. The Queen of Cups being here in the reverse tells me that this person is not necessarily listening to their intuition. And this person is somebody who gets overly emotional. Also, the Queen of Cups in the reverse for me is someone who can easily get depleted if they don't learn to drink from their cup first. But I feel like this person is somebody who's got a lot of romantic energy for you, a lot of romantic feelings. So what do you do from here? We've got the World card. We've got the Temperance card, and we've got the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you're ready to put the hard work in here, but I really do feel like there is something first that has to end for you. It's the second indication, right? We have the Death card here, and now we have the World card. I feel like you're waiting to close a chapter, or in the future, you will be closing a chapter on something that I feel for you is current right now, but as you close the chapter, will end up in the past. So it feels like this week might be the week that you end up closing a chapter, and maybe you're not expecting it because the Temperance card is here. The Temperance card is the moment of alchemy, and the moment of alchemy is not waiting for you. The moment of alchemy is a timeline. It's divine timing. And so when the universe says it's done, it's done. I want to say make sure that you're up on your self-care. Make sure that the Eight of Pentacles is telling me that you're working on yourself. You know all the details. You know what you're doing, because I feel like something is about to change really quickly for you. Something that you've been worrying about, something that you've been overly emotional about. I feel like it's something that is going to happen this week in quite sort of like a day and night kind of position. We do have the King and the Queen of Cups here. And the Queen of Cups, who is the feminine leaning energy, with the King of Cups being the masculine leaning energy, it feels to me like the feminine leaning energy is quite overly emotional about the whole situation. This person, I feel, has been trying to manifest you, because we do have the Magician here next to the Nine of Swords, connected to the Queen of Cups. So it does feel like this person's been doing their best to manifest you, and they feel it's not working. But they will always, no matter if you go back to them or not, Aries, no matter if you connect with this person, for some of you, it might be someone from the past. I don't think it is, though. My readings are usually for the present moment and going into the future. So I feel like this energy here is telling me that I feel like somebody has been thinking about you, not being able to sleep, and has been manifesting you like crazy. So I want to say, Aries, the way you know that if somebody is manifesting you is that you will be deep, deep into gratitude. And I mean for the littlest things. I mean, it happened to me the other day, actually. I feel like somebody's manifesting me. I went outside and I sat in the grass because I just needed to get my feet in the grass. I needed to sit in the grass, and a ladybug crawled up on my leg. And I was brought to tears by the beautiful, the trees were around me. The grass smells wonderful. It's been a long, hard winter. And then this beautiful little ladybug crawls up on my leg. So I feel like if you are somebody who is very grateful for the smallest, tiniest little things, I feel like you're the one that's being manifested. I really do feel, Aries, there's something going on here, and you're still connected to something else from the past, and before you can move forward, you have to connect from the past. I think I say that not only to you, Aries, but to the whole collective, that you must close that door before you're even able to move forward. I feel like for those of you who are deciding to move forward, that there is somebody here who is manifesting you, and I feel like it does work out in your favor if you're deciding to move forward. We do have the Hierophant in the reverse, which tells me that it could be a Taurus, but it also could be a non-traditional relationship that this ends up being. And whatever that non-traditional means to you, it might mean that you don't get married. It might mean that you live in your own homes and you date forever, sleeping over once in a while, whatever it is to you. We do have the Prince of Swords. Somebody's about to say something. Yeah, that's the Knight. Somebody is about to say something, so I feel like it's you, Aries, that's about to say something to someone here. We have a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We have Aries. We have Sagittarius and Libra. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We have Scorpio energy, Piscean energy, Piscean and Cancer, Taurus energy as well, Aries. Right. Let's find out what's going on for the Bull Gang. Taurus, if you're interested in a personal reading, please look to the pinned comment. Sale for 10% off is on till the 30th of June. Tell me about Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sneak peek for this week for Taurus. Taurus Collective, what's going on for the Bull Gang, please? Taurus Collective, what's going on for Taurus? Taurus, they're at Six of Wands. You're about to get some sort of a victory this week and a lot of attention. It feels like this week is going to be, and I don't mean just romantic attention, because a lot of your mind goes there. I feel like it's attention, period. Like friends might be calling you up, friends might be wanting you to go out, family might be calling, you might be in demand for some people this week. It feels like you'll be getting a lot of attention, and this is a victorious week for you. Things are going to go right. Things that you've wanted to go right are going to just go off without a hitch this week. That's what it feels like. We do have the Lovers. We have the King of Cups. And we have the Tower. Ooh, Taurus, look at that. Interesting energy here. Taurus, I feel like the King of Cups is about to show up. You're about to get a lot of attention, my friend. I think I said that in one of those readings, and I do so many for you. I don't know. They blend together. It could have been a weekly reading, could have been a bonus read, but I feel like I've said this to you before. Somebody's about to show up. I feel like there is about to be a realization with the King of Cups. It feels like as I lay these cards, the King of Cups is having a realization about you. I feel like somebody wants to choose you, Taurus. I feel like somebody's really deep into their feelings. And this person is emotionally available. It feels like somebody is going to give you a lot of attention this week. Attention that you didn't expect. They might buy you things, take you out, take you places possibly, but also might shower you with attention, right? The Ten of Pentacles is abundance, but it's everything. It's not only money, it's health, it's family and friends, it's all of that stuff. Tell me what this Six of Wands means here for Taurus this week. Look at that, the Ten of Pentacles came back out. So it does feel like it's more attention, Taurus, than you've had in a very long time. And it could be from multiple sources. It doesn't have to be from one person. It could be all of a sudden your phone is ringing off the hook. All of a sudden your texts are blowing up. Like people want you to go places and do things here. These are people that you've known for a long time. So whether you haven't spoken to these people or whether they're in your life on the daily basis, you're about to get a lot of attention from people who really see the value in spending time with you. The Sun. I like it. The sun is out, right? We're almost at the solstice. The 20th, 21st is the solstice. I feel like the sun is out. There are breakthroughs, and you're not the only one having breakthroughs, Taurus. I feel like other people that are in your life are seeing you for who you are, seeing the value of connecting with you here. I feel like the reason that they're wanting to connect with you, Taurus, is because they see that you're in a growth spurt. And so it feels like when the sun's out, I always say that this person I see dancing under the sun, they've got this, the sun is like connecting with them directly. And so I want to say that you're growing, because when the sun is out, everything grows, right? Nothing hides from the sun. So like our nails, our hair, all that stuff grows, our skin cells grow, but also personally, professionally, spiritually, that also grows as well. So I want to say that there's going to be some sort of a breakthrough or a realization about the people around you that Taurus has been under the radar. Where's Taurus? And I feel like you're about to get a lot of attention this week. I feel like these people have been either holding back, or maybe they've been into their own lives, carrying their own burdens. But I want to say that one of the burdens they're going to realize is that I've left Taurus in the distance. And so it could be people that are coming back to talk to you that who really see the value in you. But it doesn't have to be people who are in the past. It could be people who are right in your current energy right now as well. You know, sometimes life gets us busy, gets us exhausted, right? Been playing telephone tag or message tag with my friend Richie. Like it's back and forth, right? Tell me about the Tower. Tell me about the Tower, please. Somebody's having a realization here, and I think it's the King of Cups. The King of Cups is seeing your value here, Taurus. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We have the Ace of Wands, and then we have the Ten of Swords. I feel like there was an ending for the King of Cups. It feels like the King of Cups might have been on a quest to find someone who's exciting and creative and going on this new path of passion here. And it feels like it came to an abrupt end for this person. Now, I don't think that they're coming to you because of the abrupt end, but I feel like that this King of Cups is part of this Ten of Pentacles. The people who see the value in you, and this person was probably sidetracked by whatever the Ace of Wands was, went running after this passionate path, but then the passionate path came to an end. So it does feel like this person is having a realization that they left Taurus back there, or I haven't talked to Taurus in a while. It's time to do that. The King of Cups is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. We do have the Six of Swords. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. It does really feel like this King of Cups here, who for you could be a water sign. It definitely could be a water sign king, but please understand it can be any sign who is acting as though. So somebody who's quite psychic, somebody who's emotionally available, emotionally intelligent, someone who's really planning strategically to move toward you. It's not just a whim. It's not just because something didn't work out for them. They are attached to the Lovers. They're choosing you, right? So we do have the Six of Swords. It does feel like there was a tower for the king, and the king had to move forward. They were in choppy waters, and I feel like the king does not thrive in choppy waters. It can deal with it, absolutely, because Scorpio can deal with anything. In fact, if there's a Scorpio in the room, that's the person you want to take care of the choppy waters. But we have the Page of Pentacles, which tells me that something is already growing. Something has already begun to root and grow in the 3D. I feel like this person is going to want a face-to-face meeting with you, and I think that they're going to want to talk about something that they've gone through that was harsh, like whatever path this was, and I don't necessarily think it's a path to a relationship. It could have been a job that ended. It could have been, I was having so much fun and then I broke my leg. Or do you know what I mean? Like, it feels like something came to an abrupt end, and this person is coming to you because their heart is broken. They want to talk to you, Taurus. This person has also been manifesting to have time with you here. I was just telling Aries that if you're being manifested, you're probably deeply in gratitude about the little tiniest things right now. And if you're busting into gratitude, like, I'm not talking like, yeah, that's great, thanks for the free coffee. I'm talking about blubbering, breaking into a crying fit because you're so damn grateful for the way that life has been going. Tell me about the Six of Wands. Tell me about all this energy that's coming at Taurus here. It has been a long time. I think, Taurus, you've just gone through a dry spell. It feels like you feel like people have left you behind. You feel like, did they block me? Maybe I should try and text them. Like, it feels like there is something that you failed to see. And I feel like it's almost like the calm before the storm. The universe was giving you time to rest and relax. So I hope that you didn't spend it running around and overscheduling yourself just to feel good about what's not going on for you. But I feel like there's something that is coming up for you here. And it feels like it's been a long time coming, and I feel you're not going to understand it when it first starts to show up. Like, I feel like for some of you, all of your manifestations are going to start trickling in one by one, but at some point they're going to bottleneck, right? They're going to have messages and people, and can you go here? Do you want to go there? I feel like you're going to have invitations and invites. So I feel like things are about to go a little wily for you here, my friend, and you're going to have to keep everything in order. So we do have Aries. We do have more Aries energy here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Scorpio energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We have Gemini energy here. We have the Sun, who is Leo. And more Leo energy in the Six of Wands, Taurus. Very interesting week coming up for you, my friend. Let's talk to Gemini. Let's talk about Gemini. Tell me about Gemini. Happy birthday, my friends. Tell me if it's your birthday today. And if it is, happy birthday to you. Gemini, thank you for this beautiful cerebral type season. I have to tell you that I am feeling the energy of Gemini. And it's really brought me to a lot of realizations in this Gemini season. And I really love that. Gemini, if you're interested in a private read, please know there is a sale, 10% off until the 30th of June. Please look at the note that is pinned to the top of the comments below this video. Tell me about Gemini. What's coming up this week? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming up for Gemini. Ask for Gemini. There they are. We've got the Knight of Swords here. I feel like something is kind of aggressively charging at you, or maybe you're making a decision to charge in on somebody else. But either way, I feel like there is some communication that's going to be had here, because the Knight here has the Ace of Swords in the air. So triumphant, right? The knights are always brave, right? They're protectors, they're brave. This particular one is protecting their ability to be able to say something, trying to get there first before anyone else. It almost feels like, Gemini, it feels like that. I need to get there before someone else. We do have the King of Wands. I feel like you will get some inspiration this week. You will feel inspired. The King of Wands never moves anywhere unless they feel inspired by the passions that they have in order to move forward here. So I feel like passion is what is inspiring you to get on the horse and go. We do have the Two of Pentacles. Why is that? I feel like you have to make some sort of decision in your pentacle world here, my friend. That's what it feels like. We've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is in the reverse, which tells me that when the Ten of Pentacles is in the reverse, it tells me that there has been some sort of an impact of finances, for one. For others of you, it could be that some sort of a long-term relationship has ended. Maybe you want to tell somebody about that. And the only reason I'm saying that is because there is a Knight of Cups in the future energy here. So further than this week, I feel like that there is romantic energy here. It feels like you want to tell somebody something before anyone else gets to them. It's like you want them to hear it. Well, we've got horses. I was going to say from the horse's mouth, Gemini. I feel like you're making the decision in the pentacle world to race in and tell somebody about why the Ten of Pentacles is in the reverse. Why you either quit your job, lost your job, let go of a relationship, or why you've had some sort of financial impact here. But it does feel like you're doing it in a very fiery way. You're feeling inspired now to talk about this. Tell me why the Knight of Swords is here, please. Why do you feel like you need to get there first? So I feel like what has happened here is there actually has been a cycle that has ended, because we do have a Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords for me is telling me that you've been stuck in a cycle for a while. And when we don't recognize our own patterns, Gemini, when we can't recognize or won't recognize our own patterns, because a lot of us get out of a relationship, we jump into another one right away without healing, and we complete the same cycle over and over again with people, and you keep wondering why things are crashing and burning. That's why. So I feel like you've been stuck in a cycle, not knowing your cycle, not seeing your cycle. And I think that this knight, this brave knight, comes to bust you out of the cycle. Now, I think that there was something that was coming to an end for you, Gemini, and I think I've been telling you this over the last couple of weeks, that there was something that was approaching the end. It was making you nervous. You were looking into the future, looking at the past, and not feeling like you could not get out of this cycle. But I feel like it is the Knight of Swords that actually adds the last sword and gives you clarity, honest and truthful energy as to why you have to let this go. So it does now to me feel officially like something's over, whether it's a job or maybe you are moving, because this knight is really moving quickly here. The Five of Pentacles is here, so you have been put on the outside. Something is over here, and it's confusing as to why it's over. I want to say that you did your best. You did your best. You put in all of the time. You took passionate action on the things that you felt needed it. But after all, it feels like you've had to make a decision to close some sort of a cycle, and it was because of betrayal. It feels like you felt betrayed, or somebody pushed you to the outside, made you on the outside looking in, and you're confused about this. Tell me more about this, please. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. It was coming for a while. It's almost like you felt the heartbreak in the future. It's like you felt that this was not going right. It feels like whatever it is, if it's a job or a relationship, it feels like it never grew past the Page of Cups. That it stayed at this remedial level of maybe you were in a relationship with somebody who doesn't know or has never known the depth of love. And that's a problem, right? For people who have grown up in an environment that is calm and positive and, grew up with great parents and know the depth of love, grew up with both parents in the home, not in violence, all of that stuff. You're the person who has learned to love yourself. You would have been taught that by your parents. But it feels like you were involved with somebody here who could not make it past the Page of Cups energy, which is the teenage level of love, which is I'm attracted to you, you're attracted to me, that must mean that we're compatible. It's like, nope, this person could not deep dive with you. That's what it feels like here. And so I feel like you were confronted with this, I need to make a decision. I feel like you end up walking away because the Seven of Cups is here with the Page of Cups, and I think you surprised yourself. I feel like it was a long time coming. You had a feeling it was going to end in heartbreak, and it finally did. So what do you do from here? What is coming up here? Because it does feel like you're wanting to tell someone. Who do you want to tell about this? We've got the Ten of Swords, we've got the Four of Wands, and we've got the Hanged Man energy. I really do feel that you are trying to get a perspective on all of this, first of all. I feel like you're trying to get a perspective on what actually happened, because with the Knight of Swords present, it happened super quick. And I don't think you've really processed it yet. I feel like you're trying to heal because of one sword in the hand of the Knight, and then we have the Three of Swords. But I feel like it's going to take a long time to heal from this. I feel like you carried around the 10 swords in the reverse for a long time. You put off the ending because you know it would be painful. You know that it would hurt. I feel like you were in a relationship with somebody that was quite serious. The Four of Wands is here. Maybe you thought they were your soulmate. Maybe you were engaged. Maybe you're ready to get married. But it does feel like with the Hanged Man energy, you had some sort of a different perspective on what's going on here. It feels like you figured out that there was lying going on. Somebody was not honest with you. And I feel like you decided you had to end it. And it's a very regretful situation for you, Gemini. And I'm sorry if you're going through that pain. But I feel like it's really important that if you were engaged, that you realized what was going on here, because you were holding open the cycle, even though it's like you weren't even listening to your intuition. You were holding open the cycle because you're loyal and you didn't want to let go. And the Seven of Swords being here tells me you find out that somebody was lying to you about the Four of Wands, which means that maybe they didn't really want to get married, or maybe they don't really want to move in, and maybe they were making a bunch of excuses. I feel like you're like, stop lying to me. If it's over, then it's over. And we have this conversation. Opening conversation. It's clarity that you get here. We do have the Six of Cups, we have the Strength card, and we have the Page of Swords. And so I feel like you become the student of courage. You become the person who, even though you're afraid, even though this all worried you, right? We got the 9 and the 10 of Swords here. Even though it worried you, even though you know you were headed for a crash and burn, that I feel like you did it anyway. And that's what courage is. It's not like you do it because you're not scared. You do it scared. I feel like this was a soulmate connection for you, but I feel like, unfortunately, this week, I feel like it comes to an end. And there's what I was talking about, right? It feels like we had two people who were on very different vibrations of love. One was about, think about where you were at when you were in your teens or your early 20s. What did love mean to you then? Well, for those of you who are, in your 50s and 60s, you now know what that means, right? But I feel like you were with somebody who didn't know the depth of love. That will come into play in a relationship. If somebody can't love themselves, they can't love you. This person could only love you to the depth of the Page of Cups, which is a teenage kind of way of looking at love, puppy love, right? But you were loving them with the whole thing, right? With the King of Cups. You were loving them with the whole thing. I feel like you realized that this was just a mismatch. I think that's what it was. And I feel like you are shut down, shut off right now. And I feel like it's time to heal. Please give yourself some time to heal. We've got Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, more Scorpio energy. We've got Leo, Virgo, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, and Gemini energy. All right. Let's go on to Cancer. Tell me what's going on for Cancer, please. Tell me what's going on for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cancer, if you're interested in a private read, there's a 10% off sale. Please look in the description, in the pinned comment above the comments. You will find everything that you need. There is a code there for your 10% off and a link to Wizio. Tell me about Cancer, please. What's coming up this week for Cancer? Sneak peek for this week. Tell me about Cancer, please. Cancer, we have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. I want to say that there is somebody here that you feel isn't putting in as much energy or effort as you are in something here. It is somebody that you know, someone who's in your pentacle world. It feels like it already is somebody that you are aware of, like in your friendship. Maybe you work with this person, maybe they are your friend, but it feels like you're wondering why this person isn't putting in as much of an effort as you are. We do have the 7 of Cups. It tells me you're in a bit of emotional confusion. I'm not really sure why this person isn't putting in a whole lot of effort. But look, I'm not begging for their time. I'm not going to beg them for their time. So I feel like it's like, I want to say that you are putting in all the effort. Because there's people that are leaving here, right? You can see these 2 people are leaving, but there's more people arriving, and you just keep giving and giving. The 6 of Pentacles here. And I feel like you just keep giving, and this person keeps taking, and it's like they're not really giving you a whole lot of reciprocal energy. So your emotions are confused. Why? Why aren't they putting in as much as I'm putting in here? We do have the Queen of Pentacles. You could be dealing with a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. And if you are, chances are their focus is not on you. Chances are their focus is on their abundance or their job or their business. This person is you can see this person's very focused on their money, right? They're very focused on their pentacles. And maybe it's not money. Maybe it's their home that they're working on. Maybe it's trying to save money to get something, to make a bigger purchase. But I feel like this person is not giving you a lot of their energy because they are someone who has picked a path, right? We do have 6 and 1 pentacle is 7. And this person has picked a path. They've thrown their seeds of intention and they are nurturing something in their pentacle world that doesn't involve you. But we have 6, 7, and then 3 is 10. And so I feel like this person is planning world domination. That's what it feels like here, Cancer. This person doesn't have their focus on you. Their focus is on their business, their money, their home, whatever's in their pentacle world, maybe their children. Tell me why this person is not putting in a whole lot of effort with Cancer. We do have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this person is now into keeping it for themselves, I want to say. Somebody here has learned a lesson. I'm just going to show you. This is the after tarot, by the way. And I'm just showing you here. It shows a different depiction of the Queen of Cups opening the cup and taking out the nourishment for herself. So I feel like somebody is really focused on their healing, on keeping things for themselves. I feel like this Queen of Pentacles, who notoriously is the overgiver, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, are always the overgivers, always in service, moving slow. I'm going to be your friend forever. I'm very loyal. Like that's the kind of energy. And I feel like this person has decided that they're going to do it for themselves rather than do it for someone else. I'm going to keep it for myself. We've got the Hanged Man energy here. And so I feel that they do, I feel that they, if you connect with them, they will connect back with you, right? We do have somebody here who is helping this person, giving them water while they're hanging there. I want to say that this person is someone who is always there for you. So if you text them, they're always there for you. They're always going to text you back. But I feel like this person is not the person who texts you first. I want to say that you have to sort of grab their attention and ask them for help. And you're trying to get a different perspective on this. Why is this person changed all of a sudden? It feels like they went from being the overgiver with you to keeping it for themselves. And you're trying to get a different perspective on why they are this way. Yeah, this person is really engaged in a lot of work. That's what it feels like. They're engaged in really perfecting or honing a skill. They want to be perfect at whatever it is that they do. Yeah, they want to be perfect at whatever it is that they do. They're building a life, building pentacles here. And so I feel that's why their focus isn't necessarily on you. Tell me about the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. We've got the 6 of Cups. We've got the 9 of Pentacles and the 3, not the 3, but the Empress, card number 3 in the Major Arcana. So we've got, this is very interesting, right? The after tarot, we usually see them giving each other flowers, but you can see that this person has put down the cups and they're off to do their own thing. They're off running to their home, off tending to their family, off tending to their children. We do have 4 cups that are up front that are very prominent. So I want to say that this person is in their comfort zone. I want to say that they're someone who is really taking making an effort and taking an effort to grow something here, something that is beautiful for everybody. It feels like this is a person who is growing something that is for more than just them. This person here has really got their focus. They've got their focus. This person it's very hard to grow grapes, right? You have to have, everything has to be perfect. And so that's why the grapes only successfully grow in certain environments, in certain soils, in certain countries. And so I feel like this person did have other people helping them at the beginning, but I want to say that they've realized that it's something that they can do on their own. Like, we do have the 3 pentacles here, and then we have the 6, which is 9. This person is really confident. They've made a lot of money, or they're having a lot of success doing what they're doing. And what they're doing is actually quite difficult. The Empress is the only person who could make that happen. So I feel like we have somebody here, Cancer, who really doesn't need you. Doesn't need doesn't need your help, doesn't need your money. This person's used to being hyper independent, I want to say, and maybe they do give you some of their attention here with the 2 cups are here. They do give you some kind, loving attention, but then they're off. Then they're off running in another direction toward their work. This person here is someone who is quite well-rounded and really doesn't need anyone. But I feel like what you really want is, you don't want to beg this person for their attention. I feel like you just want attention. Why is this person going to give you attention? Let's ask that. Is this person going to get on board with you? Because I feel like you really are wanting their attention, wanting to spend time with them here. We have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the 8 of Cups, and we have the Devil. We've got the 6 of Swords. Somebody has got 3 swords that they're leaving 2 swords behind. It's like somebody no longer wants to be blocked. Oh, they're carrying 4 swords. They're healed, and so they're getting out of the boat. There is the 3 of Cups here as well. Somebody here is moving on to happiness, to celebration. Someone's been waiting for happiness and celebration, and while they're waiting, they've been building their world domination. I'm going to say the Empress is into world domination. So we have the Ace of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups. Now, this particular 8 of Cups tells me that this person has been through a lot of hurtful situations. This person is looking into the cup. They don't think that there's anything left here. Like, it feels like she's looking into the cup to see if there's anything left, because it feels like someone else has walked away. There's 2 cups that are poured out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 cups. So I feel like this person is emotionally detached, because when they get involved with other people in a relationship sense, in emotional sense, that this person seems to always get hurt. So what they decided to do now is to take the cap off of the cup here and take the nourishment for themselves. They feel that if they try and get into a relationship, it's just going to end up in an attachment. It's like it's going to get in the way of their world domination, right? It's like it's going to end up in an attachment. Somebody needs them. They don't want to be needed. It feels like this person is somebody who has been let down over and over again. So they've decided that it's time for them to build things pentacle by pentacle all by themselves. That's what it feels like here. And we do have 6, 1 pentacle in the hand of the Queen of 7. We do have 8 pentacles. That tells me that somebody's working really hard on themselves as well. That's why they're so confident. That's why they don't need you. I think that's a great place for you to be, honestly. I mean, but maybe you don't like it. Maybe you don't like that they have their own life and they're doing their own thing. I feel like the wait will be over at some point, but I really do feel like you're going to have to give them an invitation. You'll have to get them in a place where it's away from their workplace, or away from work, away from their business. Celebrate, go out, maybe invite them out somewhere. I feel like this person is someone who is waiting for someone to show up, I want to say, because they are manifesting here. But in the meantime, instead of beating themselves up, I feel like this person is somebody who is just making sure that they're keeping their nose in their own business. If you want this person, you're going to have to go get them. But honestly, when the Empress is in isolation, doing their own thing for themselves, you're now no longer, there's no longer competition. We saw the 5 of Wands here, right? There's now no longer, that's 7 Wands. Is that 7? Oh, it kind of looks like the 5. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's 7 of Wands. Somebody has high boundaries is what it is. I feel like you're going to have to fight for the attention of this person, because I feel like this Empress here is somebody who has decided that they have enough, that they are enough, that they have worth. So you're going to have to you're going to have to be more to the Empress than the Empress is to herself. Do you understand? So this person is somebody who is either feminine or masculine, take it as it resonates, but this person has everything that they need. And so what they need is somebody who is going to be like them or more than them in order to pull them out of their environment. So we do have Libra and Taurus energy. We have Capricorn. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We've got Cancer energy here. We've got more Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy here. It's under here. We've got Scorpio and Aries. All right. Let's talk about Leo. Here we go, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's going on with Leo. Leo, if you're interested in a private read, please look below this video. There is a comment pinned to the top of the comments. Everything you need is there. Tell me about Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sneak peek for this week for Leo. Tell me about Leo. Leo, we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So it feels like you've slowed down. You're not putting an effort into something here. It feels like there is something here that you feel like you need to slow down for a minute for something here. Tell me why the Knight of Wands is in the reverse. Tell me why the Knight of Wands is in the reverse. Knight of Wands is in the reverse because of Two of Pentacles. Look, I feel like you're slowing down to go over some sort of detail here. It feels like you're going to have to make, or you're about to make, possibly, not have to, you never have to. I feel like you're about to make some sort of a decision here. The Two of Pentacles is here. Decision in the 3D world, something that's going to affect your home, your house, your job, a relationship, a friendship, something that is in the 3D world here. We do have the Chariot here. You're making a decision to get in your chariot and go. I want to say that these are both cards also of balance, right? This person trying to keep the Pentacle world in balance, and the Chariot trying to keep the emotions in balance. So we do have the Chariot with the two different colored sphinxes here. One is dark, one is light, and that's an indication of energy that is feminine and masculine. So it almost feels like you've put yourself in this place of the Knight of Wands in the reverse. You need to slow it down. You need to slow it down in order to speed up. I feel like the reason you need to slow it down is to get yourself in balance before you move forward here. What are you moving forward to here this week, Leo? You're moving forward towards some sort of a friend or a friendship. And so it feels like the Three of Pentacles tells me you want some sort of a partnership or collaboration or cooperation, or maybe you are moving. Like for some of you, could be moving house. You could be moving to a new community. Three of Pentacles is also community for me. But for some of you, the Three and the Two of Pentacles tells me that you've been disconnected or on the outside looking in. And I feel like whatever you've been disconnected from, maybe it's a person, maybe it's the family member, the friend, whatever it is, I feel like you're getting in your chariot and going. I feel like you are right now in the Knight of Wands in the reverse, not putting much energy in, slowing down, taking a look at everything before you get in the chariot and go. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Tell me why you're slowed right down here. The Ten of Swords is here. We've got the Six of Pentacles and the Hanged One. So I want to say that the reason that you've slowed down is because there has been some type of a really hard ending with somebody here. But I want to say that the way you took it wasn't the way that other people would take it. I think you were like, when this thing came to an end, instead of, crying and gnashing of teeth, I feel like you were like, you know what, it is what it is. If it's going to end, it's going to end. And just because this person here has all the swords in them, but they're still there looking at their phone. So I think that even though there's been an ending between you and somebody else, you still watch them online. I want to say, even though the ending was painful, you still watch them online. And I feel as though it's almost like you feel like you're right there with them. Like I want to say maybe they're someone who has a platform somewhere and you feel like you're right there with them. And so it feels almost like reciprocal energy, like they're talking to you, I would say. The Hanged One tells me that that you are trying to get a different perspective as you watch them. It's like you're not really sure. Maybe you're not really sure why things came to an end, but I feel like you're in an energy of wanting to give someone a gift or give them reciprocal energy. It does feel like you want to let them know that you see their worth. Because I feel like you've changed your perspective on the whole thing. That's what it feels like here with the Hanged energy here. I feel like you're getting in touch with your intuition or your psychic intuition. I feel like you're getting in touch with your intuition and you're trying to find balance within the self by sacrificing to the universe and saying, please help me. Tell me what to do. I'm now in touch with my inner self, with my intuition, Pisces energy. Please tell me what to do next. So what are you going to do next? I feel like you're going to get in the Chariot, but tell me what's up next. What are you going to do next from here? The King of Cups tells me that you have a deep love for this person. And I want to say that you've been trying to get their attention. It feels like you've been trying to get their attention, but you've not had much success. It's becoming exhausting. I feel like emotions exhaust you, Leo. I'm going to say feeling your emotions, being emotionally available, trying to get through the choppy waters and not being overly emotional is exhausting for you, that you keep your feelings under the surface. And so that might be another reason why this came to an end, that maybe whether it's a friend or a friend with benefits, I'm going to say, because when the Knight of Wands is here and the Three of Pentacles, that's my combination for that we were in a situationship. But with the Knight of Wands in the reverse, I feel like the situationship is ended. And now you don't know what to do, because I feel like you really want to be part of this person's life, because I feel like you are watching them, even though you're in a lot of pain about this ending. You still watch them. I feel like they gave you a lot of attention. You miss the attention that they gave you, because it feels like, it almost feels like they adored you. I want to say there's adoration here in the Six of Wands. This person is, even kind of above everybody else, or they feel like they are. And it's a little bit of ego. It is for sure. But I want to say that this person adores you. They like to look at you. They like to cheer you on. I feel like this person, if they had their own way, I feel would be in the Four of Wands with you. But something happened here. I feel like that it came to an end. Tell me what came to an end here. We do have the Four of Pentacles. You shut down on them. You didn't give them clear indications about how you felt. There was confusion, emotional confusion. And although I think that your intention was the Nine of Cups, and that is to have wish fulfillment with this person, that you gave them confusing information. You made them feel emotionally confused, and therefore they saw you as shut off or shut down. And the King of Cups is also that, right? The King of Cups is somebody who doesn't show their feelings on the surface. I feel like this person felt like it was too much work to try and get you to show your feelings. So where are you going now? The Chariot's here. Where are you going here? We do have the Three of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords and the Tower. I feel like you're waiting for communication from them. Will you get communication? Because I feel like it's a realization that you have to wait for them to communicate with you. And I feel like they will. I feel like they will communicate with you. But I don't know that it's not because you reach out first. Like, it feels like if you get in the Chariot and decide you want communication, if you reach out to them, I feel like the realization is here that they've been waiting for your communication. I feel like they have. And I feel like you've been waiting for them to communicate as well, but I feel like they're not probably the one who's going to reach out, because you're in the Chariot. We've got the Moon energy here. Things aren't as they seem, my friend. I feel like things are about to go off here. That we do have the Temperance card here, which tells me, although you've been patient, it's time for the moment of alchemy. Queen of Swords tells me this person is going to invite you in, but they're going to be very honest with you. They're just going to say, look, you didn't give me any energy. You didn't show me you had any feelings. I'm not going to be playing the guesswork, finding out what's going on with you, Leo, so you need to get your crap together. I feel like this queen is going to be very honest with you. I feel like they're kind of feeling blocked. They don't want to get hurt again. Like they don't want to get hurt. And I feel like they're trying to feel you out with their energy, with their emotional energy here. That's why this person's eyes are covered, because they don't believe what they see anymore. So they believe what they feel. So you're going to have to give them a different feeling if you want to, if you are hoping for success with this person. You're going to have to make them feel a way instead of giving them lip service or telling them things, right, with the Swords. So we do have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Pisces energy. We do have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Pisces, Cancer here. We do have the Chariot, which is Cancer. And, you know, the Cancer energy is about keeping your feelings under the surface, not getting your feelings involved. So I feel like this situation with this other person is that you didn't want to get your feelings involved, but I don't think you have a choice anymore. I feel like you played around and got addicted. That's what it feels like. All right. Tell me about Virgo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Virgo. Virgo, if you're interested in a private read, please look at the top of the comments. I've pinned a comment. There's a sale, 10% off until the 30th. Everything you need is there. Tell me about Virgo, please. What's coming up, the sneak peek for this week for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please. Virgo, I feel like you're looking over some sort of opportunity, or there is an opportunity arriving. Something that is going to show up face to face. Something that you're actually going to come face to face. A person, a job. Tell me what this is. We do have the King of Swords. Somebody is really wanting to talk to you face to face. The King of Swords always faces everything head on, right? I want to talk to you about something. This to me is also somebody who could be interviewing you for a job. Virgo. Could be someone who is interviewing you for a position here. We do have the Strength. We have the Knight of Wands. I feel like for somebody here, it does feel like it is work related. I feel like if you have put in the resume, for those of you who've already had an interview, I feel like somebody here is making a decision, and the decision will be fairly quick. I feel like you're sort of waiting on pins and needles here with the Strength. You're kind of holding back. I want to say that the King of Swords is the one who's making the best decision for everyone, and the Knight of Wands is the quick-moving energy. So I do feel like there is quick-moving energy here about some sort of an opportunity, whatever the opportunity is. It's in the Pentacle world. So when I see the Page of Pentacles, to me, this is an opportunity that comes face to face. This is like, I'm not going to text you. To me, that's fire. I'm not going to text you. I'm not going to call you. I'm going to talk to you face to face. What's the opportunity, please? Somebody is not scared to talk to you face to face about something here. So we do have the Death card. Why is that? We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. And we have the Two of Swords. I want to say that it almost feels like you've already given up. That the opportunity is here staring you in the face, but that you've already given up. You feel like it's not yours. I want to say that it's the reason you think it's not yours is because your intuition is not on point. And I want to say that you're feeling emotionally depleted. It's like you've put in all the emotion you can put in to this situation, and now you just got to leave it to your source and figure out whether it's coming at you or not. The Queen of Cups in the reverse is someone who is in emotional depletion, someone who is subject to having outbursts or little emotional tantrums. But it's usually because you're burnt out. Like, I really do see the Queen of Cups as being burnt out, feminine or masculine. We have the Death card here. That's coming to an end. And I feel like this opportunity that's here, it's like you've convinced yourself that the opportunity is never going to arrive for you. I think you're wrong. Tell me about this Page of Pentacles. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. And I know you don't like to be told you're wrong because you're the one that is usually right. Like, you're usually right. Whether people want to say that you're wrong or not, you're usually right because you've spent so much time going over the details of it that you're usually right. But I think this time you're wrong. I'm just going to say. It feels like you've blocked yourself because of some sort of emotional exhaustion. But I want to say that that's about to end and you're about to get what you want here. We do have the Six of Pentacles. It does feel like whatever you've been asking for is going to be given to you. These two beggars are asking for something, right? And I feel like you've been asking for a job or wanting someone to pay you, give you money for a job well done. We do have the Seven of Wands and the Three of Swords in the reverse. This is the realization that your heart's not broken. I feel like you're breaking your own heart, I want to say, by smack talking yourself. The Three and the Two of Swords. It feels like you're smack talking yourself, worrying yourself, standing your ground. Like, it's like you feel like you can't call them. You can't call them and tell them anything. You feel like you just got to wait until they are charitable with you and give you whatever it is that you're waiting for. This could also be relationship related. Take it as it resonates for you. But it does feel like I'm talking about someone in their work. So it feels like there is, and then the Two of Cups shows up. So we have the Knight of Swords. It does feel like if we are talking, for those of you who are talking about love, it does feel like that love is charging in on you here. I want to say that we're going to flip the script here from this could definitely be romantic related. This could be the opportunity we're talking about with the two of cups and the Knight of Swords. It feels like somebody is arriving, I want to say, to talk to you. So it could be a phone call. To me, Swords is like a phone call, but because we have the Page of Pentacles, it feels like it's going to be face to face. Someone's going to call you and say, can I see you? Can I talk to you? I want to say that you offered this person something that maybe they turned away from it or they ignored it. Could be the other way. Take it as it resonates for you. But I want to say that love is charging into the Four of Cups. So I want to say that you're not expecting it when it arrives, because you're in this energy of, oh, I've lost it already anyway. It's never coming back. That's what it feels like here. But the Chariot is here. We've got the High Priestess energy and the Empress. So I feel like who's charging in the Chariot is the Empress. And whether it's the Empress energy or the actual Empress, I don't know. But it does feel like it could be the Empress energy. It feels like there's been silence between you and the Empress here, but the Empress still has love for you. I'm just going to say the Empress still has quite a bit of love for you, even though it's been silent. I want to say that communication is coming. So however that happens for you, communication is coming, and it's coming in quick. We do have there's a breakthrough here. The Sun is here. Breakthrough, and we do have the Temperance card. That indicates to me that you're going to get some good news right away. That you've been really patient, and I feel like somebody is charging in here. And it could be abundance. For those of you who are looking at this as work, it could be abundance. The Empress is representing abundance, and you've been waiting for the call for the new job, like it's been silent, the High Priestess, right? And the Chariot's finally here. It's going to show up sooner than you think it is, but I feel like you had to wait for a decision to be made by the King of Swords first. Take it as it resonates for you. We do have Libra and Taurus energy. We have Piscean energy here. We've got Gemini, Cancer. We've got Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. More Scorpio energy. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. And we have Leo on the bottom of the deck. All right. Libra. This is you, my balanced buddies. How are you? Thank you, Libra, for clicking here. If you're cross-watching, or if you are a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, if you are interested in a private read, trying that out, there is a sale, 10% off of all of my services over at Wizio. Please look at the pinned comment above the comments. Everything you need there, including a code to get your 10% off until June 30th. Tell me what's going on for Libra this week, please. What's going on for Libra this week? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got the King of Wands. You're going to be inspired to do something this week. The King of Wands, of course, is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. You could have that energy. This could be a person in your life, but it feels like someone is being inspired to do something here, to make a decision. You've been holding off making some type of decision here, Libra, and I feel like this is the week where you finally make the decision. You're feeling inspired. 2 of Wands, 2 and 1 with the King is 3. You've been waiting to make this decision. I feel like you've been preparing for something. That's what it feels like. It's like you've been surveying the land. Where do I go next? Waiting for inspiration, waiting to feel inspired as to which path you should take from here. Tell me about Libra. We do have the Judgment card showing up. So there is a decision that you need to make about which path you're going to here. Will you resurrect something, which is the old path, or will you carry forward to something that is the new path? There's a big decision that's going to be made here. I feel like it's about some sort of a long-term something. So this could be about family, because the 10 of Pentacles is about many things. It's abundance, right? It's all of the pentacles. So it could be money, it could be family, it could be a long-term relationship. It feels like you are about to feel inspired to make a decision about the 10 of Pentacles here. We do have the Temperance in the reverse. We have the 4 of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So I want to say that it does feel like you've been sitting in some sort of redundant energy here, waiting for the right moment to embark on this path. The Queen of Cups is here. Now she has 2 cups in her hand, right? You can see she's got one up there and one in this hand here, but she's only holding one into the sky. We've got 4 cups here and 2 cups here, which is 6. I feel you're inspired to go on a path for a long-term relationship with somebody that you feel is a soulmate, or somebody that you've known for a really long time, someone that you have a lot of love for. And the Queen of Cups, of course, is feminine energy, feminine leaning, but also has masculine energy. It does feel like you're waiting for the right time, and you're only going to be able to move forward with some sort of inspiration. Could be dealing with Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Virgo, or Pisces, possibly Sagittarius, yeah. We do have the 5 of Pentacles, we have the 10 of Cups, and we have the Magician. So I feel like you're manifesting the 10 of Cups, even though that you're not connected to this person right now. Because you're in the 4 of Cups, it feels like you're very much in a comfort zone. That's what it feels like, Libra, that you're in a comfort zone and you're waiting to feel the inspiration, feel inspired, like now is the time, I'm going to go do it. So tell me about this big decision that you're making here, Libra. Tell me about this big decision that you're making about the 10 of Pentacles. What's up with this Judgment card, please? Ooh, it's going to cause a Tower. So there is something that is changing. There's big mad change coming up here, my friend. We do have the 7 of Wands, and we do have the Page of Swords. So I feel like you're watching somebody here. It feels like you're watching somebody because they have some pretty tough boundaries, or you're just kind of standing there waiting, ready to take action, because the Ace of Wands is in this person's hand. You're ready to take action here, but I feel like you're waiting for inspiration. I feel like you're waiting for something to change or shift or tell you it's time to go. The Tower is telling me that you're in this energy right now of shit going sideways, like not in a great way, because when you do make a decision to do something different than you've always did so you could get a different result than you've always got, the universe hears you, and the universe realizes that you want to make change. And when you want to make change, that's when the Tower arrives. It starts to pull to the ground everything that was the illusion, everything that you built that was the illusion. So right now, in this moment, Libra, you could be going through some small but irritating trials. And I don't mean anything big or catastrophic, but I feel like the rumbles of the Tower is what you're feeling right now. Things are about to change. And when the Tower gets involved, things obliterate, like they are never the same as they ever were. So I want to say that you are feeling defensive, holding your ground, because you feel that the Tower is here. It's almost like you're at the precipice of something big. You've been watching somebody here, trying to figure out when the right time is. You've been manifesting the 10 of Cups with this person. Ultimate happiness, right? Ultimate emotional apex of happiness, sunshine, and all of that. But I feel like it's going to take a really big leap of faith here, because you are in the 5 of Pentacles, feeling in lack, feeling like you are in the background, that nobody is ready, this person's not ready to talk to you. I feel like you're holding on to the Queen of Wands. You've been holding on really tightly to someone who is Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo possibly. We do have the 7 of Swords, and it feels like you're concealing this from the Queen of Wands. It feels like this person and you are soulmates. I did call soulmates up here with the Queen of Cups. And I feel like you're really holding on to this person, but you're not telling them that you're holding on to them. I feel like you're going to speak your feelings this week to somebody. You're going to be very honest, very truthfully, almost cringeworthily honest with them, because you've been tracking their movements, watching their every move on social media somewhere, or maybe in the neighborhood. I feel like you're ready to make a move this week. It feels like there is that you will get your inspired energy this week, either from the Tower or from the Temperance card being in the upright. I think it turns to the upright here. So we do have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, more Aries energy. We have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, more Scorpio, Virgo, Pisces, and some Sagittarius, more Aries and Leo energy. All right. Here we go, Scorpio. Let's find out what's going on for you, my friend. Scorpio, what's coming up this week? Sneak peek for this week for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio, please. Scorpio, if you're interested in a private read, please look at the pinned comment above the comments. Everything you need to know about the 10% off sale is in that comment. Tell me about Scorpio, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up this week for Scorpio? Tell me what's coming up this week for Scorpio. Scorpio, we've got the Seven of Swords. Why is that? Tell me why the Seven of Swords is here as the first card out. Got the Ace of Cups. Ooh, interesting. Scorpio, I feel like something's being concealed from you. I feel like it is the Ace of Cups, or you're concealing the Ace of Cups from someone else. Take it as it resonates for you, my friend. What else do we need to know here? Tell me about this Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Huh. The Hierophant is here. And the Ace of Swords. Wow. So you are about to speak to someone about commitment this week. I feel like you've been holding it, you've been concealing it. So I want to say that I'm probably speaking to someone who is newly dating, or I mean newly over the last couple of months, or someone who's fairly new. I feel like it's the time to have the talk. You know what? You get to the point where you're at the 2-month or the 3-month mark in, and you kind of want to know what's up from here. I need some clarity. Let's talk about it. Let's open a new conversation about the Hierophant energy. Are we on the same path? Do we have the same interests? Do we have the same, like, are you going to follow me? Or what's going to go on here? Like, it feels like the Hierophant energy tells me that I want to say that you're a little bit stuck in your ways, and that checks out for Scorpio, right? That you're the leader, also checks out for Scorpio, and that you have a certain way of doing things. You have a certain moral compass, you have a certain path that you're following, and you don't intend on getting off that path. And so that's why you've been concealing the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords from somebody, because I feel like you want to wait until it's the right time to say something, because you are hoping that this person is, one, interested in some sort of commitment. And the commitment doesn't have to be marriage, understand. The commitment could be like, can we just see each other to the exclusion of everyone else? It could be that kind of commitment, right? But I feel like it's time to have that talk. That's what it feels like, Scorpio. It's time to have that talk about where we're going from here. But why is the Seven of Swords here, other than the fact that you're trying to conceal something until you're ready to say it? Tell me about the Seven of Swords. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. We've got the King of Wands, and we have the Lovers. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I was saying, right? So it does feel like the inspiration has to be there first, and that's why you're keeping it undercover. I feel like this is not a lie, this is not deception, nobody's deceiving anybody. I just feel like it's a concealment. And the concealment is, I'm not ready to talk about it yet. I need to feel inspired to pick you before I do anything. I need to feel the inspiration, because the King of Wands will do nothing without inspiration. Also, the King of Wands always gets what they want. They will go for it. You might have Aries energy. You don't have to, but we do have the Seven of Pentacles. I want to say that you've been patient up to here. It feels like you've been patient, and you've been really going over details. You've really been watching this person carefully. Like, and I don't mean like in a weird way. I think that you've been watching their movements, seeing how they act toward you. What do they do in their own life? How do they treat their friends and family? Like, I feel like you're really nurturing this connection with them. And I feel like you're about to be inspired to pick this person. Could also be a recommitment to a marriage. Could be a recommitment to a marriage. Maybe someone wants to recommit with this Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. If you're already in a marriage or in a long-term relationship, I feel like if it's been weird and this person's been acting kind of weird, it's almost like they're gonna spring it on you that they want to do like a recommitment ceremony or something like that. Tell me more. What's this conversation about here? Because I feel like you're about to tell this person that you pick them, that you're very connected or attached to them. These two people here are hand-fasted, right? Their hands, there's a ceremony that the Wiccans and Pagans do, and it is, in the ceremony itself, they use a ribbon that's been blessed, and they tie their hands together. So this person is feeling very, very connected to you, and you're feeling very connected to them. We do have the Strength card. We have the Ten of Cups, and we have the Hanged Man. That's what it feels like here. It feels like somebody is about to be really honest with someone, give them a lot of clarity about why they've been holding back. I think you've been holding back, Scorpio, from having this conversation because it feels like you're still kind of a little bit unsure about where it's going to go, and that's the Hangman energy. The Hanged Man energy tells me you're trying to look at it from all perspectives, right? The Seven of Pentacles and the Hanged Man are about being waiting, taking the gentle or passive energy, right? It's waiting, being going slow, moving at it slowly, getting perspective on the situation, surrendering yourself to the universe and saying, am I doing the right thing? I want to say that the Ten of Cups here is what you've been holding back on. So I do feel that you, if you are not yet committed, you want somebody to commit to you or move in with you. And I feel like you've been trying to use your intuition, your psychic intuition here to figure out what you think they may say. What do you think that they may say here, Scorpio? We do have the Two of Wands, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. This one was here too. The Three of Swords. So you think that they're going to say no. I feel like this person is down for a long-term relationship. They don't mind going from the 9 to the 10 Pentacles here, but I feel like this person is not in for marriage. They're not into dating exclusively you. That's what it feels like here. The Two of Wands tells me that your person is still trying to make a decision, that they're preparing to make a decision about whether they want to be in a long-term relationship or remain single. I feel that you think that it's going to end up in heartbreak. What is the outcome here for Scorpio? We have the Judgment card, we have the Ten of Swords, and we have the Death card. Well, wow. I feel like this person who I feel like maybe you want to ask them to get engaged, or maybe you want to ask them to be exclusive. I feel like this person comes up with a resounding no. Honestly, I feel like this person does want to stay single here. I just have to say, with Judgment here, it feels like the Judgment is the Ten of Swords and the Death card. It feels like somebody here is ready to bring something to an end. There is going to be a conversation, though. I feel like this person is not ready for commitment. And although I don't think they're going to stop dating you, I think that they're probably not interested in getting engaged. They're not interested in moving in. They're not interested in creating a life with you at this point. I feel like somebody here is still toggling at the Two of Wands here, preparing to give you an answer. I don't want to break your heart, but I'm not really sure whether I want to be single or in a long-term relationship here. I'm not sure that somebody here really wants to commit to you, as the Hierophant is here. But we're going to talk about the commitment, but I feel like it ends up with somebody walking away. That's what it feels like here. The other person walking away. And I want to say that it feels like you've been dating this person for a while, so you've been moving towards that. And really the only fire that I see here, besides the fire that's around the Ace of Swords, is the King. So it's not like this is a relationship based in fire. That's not what it feels like. It feels like it's a relationship based on Pentacles, honestly. It feels like slow moving. Maybe this person feels like you're moving too slow, but I feel like there is going to be a conversation here. When you're ready to do it, you will do it. I feel like the Temperance here is telling me that you're trying to be patient, but you really want to say something now. Five of Pentacles. I'm sorry, my friend. It does feel like the breakthrough. There is a breakthrough here, and the breakthrough is I got to let this person go because they're not interested, right? I got to let them go because they're not interested in the four of Wands. And we do have the Queen of Swords here. Somebody who is surprised at the answer. We've got the Page of Cups here, just covering the nudity. But we have the Page of Cups here and the Queen. I feel like it's a surprising answer. You didn't expect that it would go this way, but think because you're the Emperor. I feel like you're the Emperor, and I feel like the Emperor is about to experience a tower, unfortunately. So I feel like this person, and it might be those of you who are dating, that this person might decide to, yes, date you exclusively. But for those of you who are trying to go to the next level, trying to get married, trying to get engaged, trying to get that kind of thing, no, I don't think it is. I don't think this person's ready for that. I feel like for those of you that this person is like toggling between the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles, so they're still feeling like they're a bit single, but they are dating you in a sort of long-term fashion, but I don't think they're ready to get married if that's what you're about to ask. So we do have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. We have Sagittarius, Scorpio energy, more Sagittarius energy, Pisces. We do have Leo, Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, more Taurus energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius on the bottom of the deck. All right. Sagittarius, here we go. Saggy fam, how are ya? Thank you so much for clicking here. If you're interested in a private reading, my friend, you know what to do. Look down at the pinned comment. Everything you need is there. It's 10% off till the 30th of June. Tell me what's going on for Sag this weekend. Sneak peek for this week for Sagittarius. Sneak peek for this week for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about my Saggies. Tell me about my beautiful Sag. We do have the Eight of Pentacles. So the interesting thing about this card that I always point out is that we can see from a distance, we can see there's 5 pentacles. But when we look up close, somebody here is planning. There's planning going on behind the scenes that you don't know about. Someone is planning something here, and they're planning it in the 3D. So you're eventually gonna come face to face with it, Sag. But I want to say that you're in the business here of feeling in lack, feeling disconnected. Maybe you haven't talked to this person in a while. It feels though that this person is maybe planning to reconnect with you here. Tell me what else we need to know about Sag. Why is the 8 of Pentacles here? Sag, I feel like while you're disconnected from this person, that you've done a whole pile of work on yourself. I want to say that you're really, really working hard on yourself, looking over the details of self here. We've got the 2 of Wands in the reverse. Something is about to happen quickly here. Somebody is about to move forward, take the path. The Lovers is here. Someone is about to bite the bullet and go. That's what I get. I always just hear that phrase. Charlie gives it to me whenever I see the 2 of Wands in the reverse. It's like somebody's been waiting and waiting, preparing and waiting, because 2 of Wands in the upright for me is preparatory. Like we're preparing to go on some sort of an adventure. And when it's in the reverse, it's like, it's go time. I'm just going to bite the bullet and go. I'm just going to go. And the Lovers is here. Very interesting. Tell me why the Lovers is here. The Wheel of Fortune. Wow. So Sag, I feel like while you've been sitting in this energy of maybe feeling a little bit in lack, but knowing that you're feeling in lack, you begin to work really hard on yourself. As this is going on, Sag, it feels like there's someone else who is carefully preparing in the background. It feels like somebody is preparing to grow something or build something more with you than the 5 of Pentacles. This person is going to pick you. The Lovers is here. You are their choice. And I feel like it's like right around the corner. The Wheel of Fortune is here, which tells me divine timing is here right now. It's here this week, Sag. So we do have, for some of you, of course not all of you, it's a general reading. Take that into consideration that not all of us have worked on it up to here. And I feel like I'm talking to someone who's been relentlessly working on themselves and really not paying attention to anything out there. I feel like you're paying attention to yourself. You're paying attention to your health, your mental health, your pentacle health. Like, I feel like you're home. I feel like you're probably homebound a lot, but maybe you're taking care of your health by walking or riding bike. Like, it feels like you're doing your own things. I feel like love is sneaking up on you here with the Wheel of Fortune. Someone who maybe is a fixed sign, possibly Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. It feels like something is about to go off the rails in the best way. That's what it feels like here. You're about to expand in love. There's huge expansion coming here, Sag. I think you're going to get the best reading so far. Last week it was Pisces. I think that this energy is sort of flipped over to Sag energy here. Tell me about the 8 of Pentacles. What's growing in the background? You're about to get a lot of attention, my friend. It feels like somebody here kind of adores you. They want to cheer you on, but they want to cheer you on in the Pentacle world. This is like, this person in the 6 of Wands is someone who has really come through something quite impossible. This person is riding back to town or to the kingdom after having gone to war. They are alive and they are, you know, feeling pretty good about themselves. Look, I made it through the war. I made it through the fight. You're about to step over an imaginary finish line that you didn't know was there. That's what it feels like here. That somebody is about to give you a lot of kudos or cheer you on. Somebody's going to tell you, gosh, you've changed. Look at all the work you've put in. That's what it feels like. And we do have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. And the Hermit energy, it tells me, Sag, not yet. That's what it tells me. So I feel like you need to be very patient, I want to say, because the Knight of Wands is in the reverse. So the thing is about the Knight of Wands is notorious for not really giving any stability, but the Knight of Wands is in the reverse. The Knight of Wands is thinking about, look, I feel like I don't want to be on the outside looking in of Sag's life. Sag requires stability. So I feel like when the Knight of Wands shows up, somebody's not being impulsive, not being reckless. They don't want friends with benefits. That's not what they're doing. This person is somebody who is now settling down. They're thinking about things in hermit mode. You could be dealing with a Virgo, maybe a Leo. We do have Gemini energy here, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius as well. And so I feel like somebody here is really deep in thought. Am I enough? Do I have enough light for Sagittarius? Look, you have a lot of light, Sag. You're fun and you are someone who is quite psychic, quite intuitive, right? You're someone who is the whole package, right? You're the whole package, and somebody here is like sitting with themselves in this hermit energy, settling down, stopping, not moving quick. But this person really adores you. They really want to cheer you on, but they want to cheer you on face to face. They no longer want to cheer you on from a distance. Tell me what this person's planning. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? It feels like this person is definitely in planning, because trying to get wisdom in the hermit energy with this, the Knight of Wands is in the reverse here. So if this is a person that kept coming at you, Sag, because they wanted just passion, this person's realized that they can't get that from you, that you're not doing that. We've got the Page of Swords. They are watching you. It does feel like they did feel like that they were watching you. So we do have the Ten of Pentacles and the Strength card. Look, they see how strong you are. You're doing it all on your own. I feel like it's like tickety-boo for you. I want to say that you're just like leaping over all the little cracks in the sidewalk. Like you're just leaping over those cracks and you just keep moving. And this person is seeing you accomplish things, growing your pentacles, becoming stable, making your own money, doing your own thing. And they say, wow, look at Sag. Look how strong Sag is. You make it look easy, Sagittarius. They're watching you. You make it look easy. So what's going on with this Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers here? Tell me what's going on here for Sag. What's about to happen next? Because it does feel like somebody is waiting for the right time to give you all of this attention that they've wanted to give you all along. We do have the Queen of Cups. We have the Five of Pentacles, and we have the Two of Swords. So I want to say that this person hasn't showed you their feelings. I feel like this is somebody who has always had like major big feelings for you. The Queen of Cups is here. They really have a depth of emotion for you. They really have deep feelings for you, and they also feel very connected to you. I feel sort of psychic energy off the Lovers card with the Queen of Cups. It's like this is a love that we share that is quite psychic, and no matter how long it is that we don't see each other, maybe it's 5 years, there's just nothing that can cut this connection. And to me, that's either soulmate or a twin flame, like a really deep soul connection. It feels like this person can't avoid change, because that's what the Wheel of Fortune is. It's expansion. It's amazing things, because it is divine timing. It's fated things that are being rewarded to you. And I feel like this person can no longer avoid the change. They must come forward. I want to say that this person didn't see you for all that you were. Got the three. Yeah, look, the Three of Cups is here. You are going to get some sort of an invitation where this person wants to have some sort of a reunion with you here. They've been waiting to not feel the pain of the loss of you. They've been going through something really tough. Something has come to an end for them, but I really just feel like they're in pain being away from you. I feel like that's what the Ten of Swords is, that they feel like, I screwed up. This whole thing is over. This person's never going to take me back. I feel like for some of you, you might have blocked this person already. But if you haven't, I feel like they are waiting to heal, to get out of the Ten of Swords before they ask you out with the three, before they ask you to have some sort of a reunion with them. There it is. They know your worth. They see that you're the Empress now. It's taken them a long time, but look, this person decided to go into some sort of perspective here. So they're trying to get a different perspective, and they got their perspective, I feel. They got their perspective. They now see you for who you are. What happens here? There's going to be a conversation. Oh. Not just a conversation. We're looking at the conversation between the Queen and the King of Swords about the Three of Swords. Sag, I feel like there's somebody here who really broke your heart. You expected more from them, and expectations is always the dream killer. I'm just going to say that you expected that things would turn out a certain way, and they didn't. I feel like there was a conversation, or maybe complete silence. I mean, it could be with the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, they can just stop talking to each other, or they can be just really honest and truthful with each other. I feel like this week there is a super honest, cringeworthy, honest communication that's coming to you, and we're just going to talk this out. We're going to talk about it. Why did you break my heart? Why did you disappoint me like that? Why didn't you tell me that you were going to block me or leave me, or whatever the situation was for you? We do have the Four of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Somebody has to take action because they can't let go of you. I think it's the King of Swords. So you could be dealing with someone who's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You don't have to be. We've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo here as well. It feels like there is somebody here who is going to be taking action because they're still holding on to this situation. They can't let it go. They can't let you go. And they know that you have value. They see your value, my friend. We do have Pisces energy. We do have Virgo. We've Taurus and Libra. We do have more Libra energy. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Got more Leo energy. Got Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. More Gemini. We've got more Virgo energy. We've also got more Leo energy. So I feel like what's going on behind the scenes is that this person is planning on coming forward because they want to have a talk with you about why everything ended the way it did, why there's so much disappointment and heartbreak here. All right, here we go, Capricorn. Let's find out what's going on with Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Capricorn. Capricorn, if you're interested in a private read, please look at the comment section. Pinned to the top of the comment section is everything you need to know about booking a reading for 10% off until the 30th of June. Tell me what's going on with Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming up for Capricorn this week. Sneak peek for this week for Capricorn. We've got the Knight of Coins. Something is taking a really long time here. Something is moving slowly. We're going over details. Something here has been moving very, very slow. Tell me what else we need to know about the Knight of Coins. We've got the Death card. We've got the Seven of Coins. And we have the Strength card. So it feels like, Capricorn, that you're on your own. I feel like you're on your own. You've picked a path. You've decided that you are going to work on whatever this is with the Seven of Pentacles. I want to say that you are working toward being really good at something. Because Seven of Pentacles is where we throw the seeds of intention. We pick a path. We decide what we're going to plant, right? We lay out the garden, decide what, we do our research and find out what things will thrive next to other things, because not everything is going to grow properly depending on what you lay it next to in your garden. And we do have the Seven of Pentacles, but the one pentacle coming in is the Eighth. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, you really putting in the hard work solo, by yourself, building something, putting in all the effort, and you're wondering, am I ever going to see what's going on? Like, am I ever going to get the harvest? And you will, because the last pentacle's coming in here. We do have a pentacle that's been coming in really slowly, and you're about to see the harvest of whatever it is that you've been working on. I feel like you've changed a lot. This transformational energy here tells me that whatever is about to show up, whatever the harvest is about to change you. You will never be the same after this transformation shows up. I'm just saying here, it feels like it could be love related or romantic related, because the Knight of Cups is here. The Strength card is here though, and we do have a Leo energy here, and we have Taurus energy here as well, and a Scorpio energy. It does feel like you need to be I feel like you need to be very courageous here, or you have been, because you've grown something all by yourself. Somebody now is about to bring one pentacle that's going to bring you the harvest. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. We've got the Four of Swords and the Queen of Cups. So I want to say that somebody here sees that you've been doing a lot of really hard work on yourself, that you've been healing, that you've been building something all by itself. Look, we go from the 7 and 1 is 8, to the 9. You have really made a lot of progress here. You know what? Give me a second here. Somebody is coming up the walk. Give me a sec. Right back. All right, sorry about that. All right, so we do have the Hermit energy here. So I want to say that it feels like somebody's been watching you really grow. And if somebody hasn't been watching you grow, I would be shocked, because it feels like this Knight of Pentacles that's coming in here is bringing in something that is going to add to the 7 that you've been working on, and then you'll have to just add the 1 for the 9. It feels like that you've healed yourself to this place of confidence, to this place of, I don't really need anybody, I'm good on my own. And the Queen of Cups tells me that you are emotionally available. You're ready for someone to come along and sweep you off your feet. Now that you know that you have worth, and you're very confident that you're going to make the right decision. We might have a Virgo who is in the distance here, who you've been quiet with or you haven't been speaking to. And it feels like this person might be bringing in, because this is Virgo here, this person might be bringing in 1 pentacle to help you with the harvest of whatever it is that you've been working on. Tell me about this Knight of Pentacles. What's the Knight of Pentacles bringing? Something in the 3D here. They're bringing encouragement. They're coming to cheer you on. They see that you've been through a lot, and you know, the person who is celebrating on the 6 of Wands is someone who's come from the war, someone who is standing, you know, head and shoulders above everybody else. They're a hero. Somebody who came from terrible odds, and everything that came to kill them only made them stronger, and they end up coming back even stronger than they were. I think this is your comeback story here. This person sees that you've come back from a place where you were maybe sad, feeling left out, possibly somebody left you in a love situation. It could be this person sees that you've healed, even after adversity, with the 5 of Swords, after adversity or conflict or whatever this is, maybe being in isolation for a while. It could be, it's like you threw your swords down and you said, I'm done with this crap. And I feel like somebody has watched you heal from all of that and work on yourself really well. We do have the Ace of Swords and the 2 of Wands. It tells me that somebody here is preparing to have a conversation with you. I feel like whoever is coming in, whoever they are, whatever their sign is, that this person is somebody who may have moved on from you at your hardest time, when you were dealing with the hardest things. And so I don't know that you're necessarily going to want to hear from them, but I feel like they are noticing all the hard work that you've put in. They're noticing how you've perfected whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's at the workplace or with the self. This can either be workplace or it can be, you know, going over details, and it's about self-mastery as well. It's about mastering something. It's like you've mastered a skill or a life skill or a work skill, and this person wants to come in to cheer you on, to tell you that they have been watching you grow and that you're amazing. So I feel like you've already moved on from this person here. It's 5 and 1 is 6. 6 Swords tells me that this person was part of the choppy waters and that you moved away from them. But I feel like that you need to prepare, because I feel like this person is coming back. So it does feel like somebody here wants to have a conversation with you. Now, I feel like you are emotionally ready, emotionally available, but that doesn't necessarily mean that this person is coming in for love, because this person is coming in fire, but they are coming in with the Ace of Pentacles in their hand. So it doesn't necessarily mean that they're coming in for love. This could be someone that you haven't spoken with before, or a long time, a family member, a friend. Tell me what is going on here. We do have the 2 of Swords. Yeah, it feels like that the Empress had blocked you, or you had blocked the Empress. It was no more fun. You possibly could have blocked someone else because of the 3 of Cups being in the reverse. It was no more fun. This person was probably carousing. They were probably sharing their energy with other people, and you just weren't about it. So I think that you blocked them and you moved on. We do have the 2 of Cups, though, which is in the upright. So it feels like you still have feelings for this person, but you're not showing them on the surface. Cancer energy. I feel like you're not showing it on the surface, and when they walked away, or when they maybe had a third party, or maybe when it became just not fun anymore, that this person didn't even show you any sort of emotion. They just walked out. They're just like, you're surprised that they just walked out. So I feel like you're not necessarily happy to hear from this person, but I feel like you are going to speak with them because the Ace of Swords is here. So prepare to have a conversation. It does feel like that there is somebody here who wants to speak with you. Capricorn, it could be the King of Coins, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Could be that person. We'd also have Cancer here. We have Cancer a couple times here. We have Virgo and Aquarius. We have more Virgo energy here. We've got Leo. We've got Libra and Taurus. We've got Scorpio energy here, and more Virgo energy. All right, all right. Aquarius. Here we go. This is for you, my friend. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius. Aquarius, if you're interested in a private read, they're 10% off right now. Look into the pinned comment above the comments for your code for 10% off. All right, here we go. Let's talk about it. Aquarius, what's coming up this week? Sneak peek this week for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's going on for Aquarius, please. Tell me what's going on for Aquarius. What's going on with Aquarius, please, this week? We do have the Knight of Wands. Something is moving at you pretty quickly here. It's kind of really fast-moving, unstable energy, I'm just going to say. Tell me why the Knight of Wands is here. The Fool. It feels like a new beginning is charging at you here. A new, fiery beginning. The Knight of Wands can definitely be a person. Somebody who is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Somebody who doesn't really come in with a whole lot of stability. I feel like you could be the Empress, possibly feminine or masculine. I know that the Empress is Taurus and Libra, but the Empress is also all of the queens, right? You might be someone who really doesn't need anybody. Like, I don't think you need this person, because all they're bringing to you is instability here. Fire and instability. Yeah, it feels like this person wants to have a new beginning with you. Now, you may know this person, maybe you don't. Take it as it resonates for you, because this can indicate it's new love. Can indicate it's a new, affectionate sort of person, right? Someone that you would consider to be someone that you may date. So I feel like you are going to have a new opportunity. There is possibly for some of you, this is a new person that's arriving with the Page of Cups, but for others of you, it could be that the Knight of Wands is somebody that you already know. So take it as it resonates for you. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. I feel like if it is new love for you, it does feel like it's charging at you pretty quickly here. We've got the Page of Wands. You're going to get some sort of, for those of you who already know who this is, that you're going to get some sort of a message here. The Eight of Pentacles is here. This person has changed. I feel like they've changed and they've really worked on themselves. So they are coming in still as the Knight of Wands, but how have they changed? Because the Eight of Pentacles is here, which tells me that this person is communicating with you because they feel pretty confident in their passion skills, and I feel like this person has been doing some work on themselves, some self-mastery, and the Temperance energy is here telling me that this person wants to balance water and fire. So if you already know this person is coming in to try and balance water and fire with you. It's a moment of alchemy. It's like they feel like this is the time I've got to do it. For some of you, this could be a new connection, though. Tell me about the Page of Cups. We've got the Ten of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. So for those of you who this is a new connection for you, I feel like this person has been sort of waiting, I want to say, waiting until their life was in a better position before they contacted you. Now, this is a new person, so I feel like you've already met this person, but that you really don't know them, or that maybe you thought that there was a really good connection, like a really good chemistry between you, but this person just didn't bother to communicate with you. Like, you just never got a text and you're like, okay, well, I guess it's over. I feel like this person was dealing with some other things in their life. The Ten of Wands is here, so it tells me that the Two of Wands is pointing at the ground. To me, like, this person's about to hit the ground running, taking a different path, but they have to drop their wands first. I feel like they're going to communicate, because 2 and 8 is 10, right? That's why the 10 is here. I feel like there's things going on in their life financially, possibly, that they need to take care of before they can communicate with you. Page of Swords. So it feels like if this is a new person and you thought that maybe they're just not interested, I feel like this person is going to communicate with you, and it feels like it's the reason that there was a delay is because something financial that they needed to take care of before they could come forward to you here. Tell me about the Fool and this Knight of Wands, please. We do have the Nine of Swords, we have the Six of Cups, and we have the King of Swords. So for those of you who actually already know this person, they're in your life already, they are somebody that you know, it feels like you have a long history with this person, because the Six of Cups is here. It's nostalgia. It's nostalgic thoughts that you're dealing with here. Nostalgic thoughts, it feels like worry you. I want to say that there was an ending with this person. 9 and 1 sword in the hand of the king is 10. But listen, the King of Swords is not, is so honest that it can be just terrible. You know, not a lot of people want honesty. And I feel like the King of Swords faces everything head on and gives honesty to a level of cringe. This person might just say, you know what, you're just not my type. I'm not interested in you. I'm not interested in being in a relationship. Like, this person would just be really honest, and they will do it in a head over heart manner. They're not even going to get their feelings involved. I feel like this person brought something to an end here, if you already know this person. And I feel like you do have a long history with this person, but I feel like they are coming back in. I feel like for those of you who already know this person, that they will text you and they'll let you know that they have changed. How has this person changed? How's this person changed? This person has walked away from something else. It feels like, I want to say that maybe when you knew them in the past, that they were sort of disconnected from their feelings. And that would check out for the King of Swords. It feels like this person was sort of disconnected from their feelings and dealt with everything in Swords. But the Three of Cups is here. I feel like they want to have a reunion with you. And I feel like they're ready to kind of shower you with attention. I want to say that they really are attracted to you. This is Leo energy, right, in the middle here. So they really are attracted to you. They do want to have some sort of a review, I want to say, or a reunion with you. They want to take you out for drinks or maybe go out and have some fun, celebrate that we're seeing each other again. I feel like this person walked away from you in the past. Yeah, they still have feelings. So for some of you, it's brand new. Somebody new who's coming. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, possibly. Look, the Empress is going to get all sorts of invitations. I think in the month of June, it feels like, Aquarius, you're right here. It feels like you are going to get a lot of invitations. But I want to say that if you are the feminine and you are the Empress, you're the one who's receiving the invitations. If you are the person who is the King of Swords, you're the person who is giving the invitation. If you are the masculine leaning energy, take it as it resonates for you. For some of you, it's brand new. It's puppy love. It's going to start brand new with just a little bit of conversation about things in the 3D world. We're going to start out by talking about our jobs and our home and our kids, it feels like here. But somebody is delayed. And so I think that you think that they're just not interested, but I feel like they're delayed and they're going to be coming at you here. Yeah, it's going to come in as a tower. It's a realization that they really did have feelings for you. They really did have feelings for you, but they couldn't communicate with you because of whatever was going on in their life. There's the feelings. They really do have feelings for you, but they couldn't communicate because of whatever was going on in their life. This person may have just recently become single. It could be that. They might have been dealing with a situation where they had to drop some burdens from being in another relationship. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. We have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, more Scorpio, Sagittarius energy, more Aquarius energy. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, and Taurus. We have Aries. We have Virgo energy. We have Leo energy as well. All right. And Pisces, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Tell me about my Pisces gang. My two fishes friends, tell me about Pisces. Pisces, if you're interested in a private read, my friends, please look above the comment section. I've pinned a comment that has all the information that you need to get 10% off of any of my readings. And my most reasonable reading starts at $40, so you'll get 10% off of that. Tell me about Pisces, what's coming up this week. Sneak peek for this week for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Tell me about Pisces. Pisces, you're about to get some reciprocity this week. It feels like somebody is about to pour into you like you would like to pour into them. Why is the Six of Pentacles here for Pisces? We do have, somebody's going to be talking to you. They're going to be giving you reciprocal conversation. It's not just Pentacle stuff. It's like somebody wants to see you face to face so they can give you reciprocal energy. It feels like this person wants to be really generous with you. Like they want to take you out for dinner. They want to buy you a drink. It feels like this King of Swords is somebody who's yes, Charlie just said, for any of you who have been at the top level corporate energies, right? If you've been in the top level corporate places, that sometimes when the boss asks you out to eat, you better beware because they're usually going to give you crap. They're trying to do it in a kind way. Something has gone sideways and they're trying to do it in a kind way. So for some of you, that could be it. If your boss is taking you out to dinner, that could be why. That they're just ready to give you crap about things that you haven't done right. Anyway. Anyway, we have the King of Swords. King of Swords is dealing with things head over heart, right? We're not getting our feelings involved, but this person is probably going to communicate with you and want to give you reciprocal conversation. They're probably going to want to take you out, buy you something, dinner or a drink, or, you know, appies and drinks, something like that. But there's a conversation that's about to happen here. Somebody's about to be super honest with you. And so that's like, it's like that's the energy that I'm getting. Someone is trying to butter you up to get you where they want you because they have something important to tell you. They have something really important, clear, concise, and truthful to say to you. And it is about the King of Pentacles. So it could be that this person is offering you a job. Could be that. It could be that they're offering you a job, or if it is your boss taking you out, they could be offering you a promotion. You might go from the 6 to the King. Tell me what else is going on here. This is someone that you've known for a long time. So if you do work with them, if you do in fact work with them, you've worked with them for years. It seems like a dog's age, right? It seems like forever and ever that you've worked with this person. I want to say that if you don't work with this person, that it feels like the King of Swords is somebody who is somebody that feels like you've known them forever. And this person does want to impress you with their financial prowess. Like they want to impress you with, and I don't think they're coming at you telling you about how much money they make, but I feel like they're going to pick you up in a nice car, or they're going to pay for the Uber, or do you know what I mean? Like I feel like this person is quite sophisticated, I want to say. This person is quite sophisticated. They are somebody who is going to deal with you correctly. They're coming correctly, I want to say. This is somebody who is... I just saw in my head Julia Roberts and in Pretty Woman. And I'm not saying anything about your character, about the Pretty Woman, right? Because she was a prostitute. I'm not saying that. That's not. But it's like he really showered her, right? He bought her beautiful things and took her beautiful places, and she was the beautiful thing on his arm. And so yeah, take all that terrible stuff out. But you know what I mean? Like this person seems like they're quite sophisticated. They're very well-read. They're someone who take you to the best steak dinner, like take you to the most expensive restaurant in town. Like that's what it feels like. This person is quite sophisticated in how they think, how they speak, and how they make their money. And it feels like if you don't know this person, it feels like you've known them forever. But this person, for some of you, is someone that you have known for quite a long time, because the 6 of Cups is here. Whether they are a friend, a boss, or a love interest, this person is somebody who is quite enamored with you. We have the Chariot. This person is going to either send a car to pick you up, or they're going to pick you up in a really nice car. That's what it feels like. This person is like, I want to say that it's like nothing is too good for Pisces. This person is really wants to wine and dine you. Feminine or masculine. I feel like no matter if you're the feminine or the masculine, somebody here is sort of taking charge of the situation. And then the Queen of Swords pops out. All right, so it's on, right? On like neck bones. All right. So I think that the King of Swords is the person who expects they're going to get the victory. Expects it, right? And this person is kind of like, it's Aquarius energy, but also Gemini and Libra in this general reading. But Aquarius energy is kind of like my way or the highway. I'll do the planning. You follow me. I am the leader. And let's talk about things. Like it feels like somebody who's quite wealthy, who is quite well read, who's very intelligent. Could be a doctor, a lawyer, judge, magistrate, somebody who is an accountant, an actuary. Like this person is not working at the lower levels of what they do. This is someone who's at the higher levels of what they do. So this person is someone who is revered by others. And I think that this person wants to give you reciprocity. Now, the thing is that you two, you mirror each other, right? This person sees you as the Queen of Swords. So you're a person and that, although is kind and loving and compassionate like Pisces, you are somebody who's going to be straight up with this person. Also, if you are somebody who has psychic intuition and you're someone who's done a lot of work on yourself, you know that you are a mirror to everyone. So you might be showing up as the Queen of Swords because the King of Swords is on the case here, right? The King of Swords is the one that's about to show up. And if you're the person who mirrors other people's energy in order to make them comfortable, and that's really why mirroring happens, right? In order to make that person comfortable in the energy that they're in, I feel like this person sees you as the Queen of Swords and you will act as the Queen of Swords. I feel like you've kind of been making this person chase, I want to say, that you've been holding back, making this person chase, but I want to say also that the Strength card tells me that this person makes you a little bit nervous. Like, although because you are the queen, they are the king, but this person makes you just a little bit nervous. And it might be because of their status in life, Pisces. That's what it feels like. It's because of their status. So this person's either coming to get you, pick you up, get in their vehicle to shorten the distance between you, or they're sending a car to get you. One of the two. But this person intends on having victory with you. We just saw the 6 of Wands, right? Feels like this person intends on having victory with you. Tell me what this person wants to give you in reciprocity here. So it's not only reciprocal conversation, but this person also wants to take you out, spend some money on you, and make you feel handsome, make you feel pretty, make you feel wanted. We do have the 9 of Cups in the reverse. Why is that? The 7 of Cups, and we have the 4 of Cups. Well, isn't that interesting? Pisces, it feels like you're not really open to it. I want to say that you're open to it, but you're not really open to it. I want to say with the 9 of Cups in the reverse, her arms are wide open, but it's in the reverse. And I want to say that maybe you're not necessarily open to it. Maybe you'll let this person chase you for a little bit. I want to say that you're kind of not really sure how you feel about this person, because we do see the 2 cups in the hand here, but we also see that there are 5 cups above her. So I feel like you're just sort of done with all the frogs. Somebody said that to me. A person I read for privately said, you know what, I'm just done with all the frogs. I'm waiting for the prince. And so I believe that that's the truth. It feels like somebody here is waiting for the prince. I don't want to get hurt again. I do want the 2 cups, but I'm not willing to get hurt again. And I feel like the king is somebody who ignored your advances at one point. That's what it feels like. For some of you, you may go just because you're bored. You may go just because you've been in your comfort zone for a really long time. So what does this king want from you, Pisces? What does the King of Swords want from you? Because they see you as all bossed up. So I don't know what you're doing in your life, but they see you as capable, honest, truthful, transparent, and facing them head on. Look, we always see the King of Swords facing everything head on, but we don't often see that from the Queen of Swords depictions. We often see the Queen of Swords looking off to the side, facing toward justice, not facing toward you. But these two, they're facing each other head on, right? I feel like this person sees you as someone who is a formidable opponent, somebody who could match them in their mind, somebody who is very highly intelligent, just like they are. Tell me what's happening here. Give me more energy here for Pisces. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Star, and we have the 8 of Swords. So when this person shows up, I feel as though you do want to heal this connection. I feel like, and I don't necessarily know that there's a whole lot to heal, I'm going to say, but I feel like the Star showing up between these two here, the Star showing here, tells me that it's going to be balanced, it's going to be healed, it's going to be, maybe it's wish fulfillment as well. Maybe you've been hoping and wishing that this person would ask you out, but now that they have, you're in the 8 of Swords. You're obsessively, maybe you've been obsessively manifesting them, but we have 8, 9, 10 swords here, which tells me that there could have been an ending, doesn't have to be, but there could have been an ending between you and this person. Tell me more about this, please. It feels like somebody wants to heal something with you. It's going to be like a healing conversation, or somebody has been manifesting solid, grounded, stable sort of energy with you. We do have the King of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the 8. They've seen you grow. That's what it is. They've seen you do a lot of hard work on yourself. It's been a really long time, but this person is super attracted to you. They're really attracted to you. You're very attracted to them. Now, I want to say that maybe you were at the Queen of Swords last time you saw them. I want to say that I feel like you've grown since then, and that there is, with this Knight of Pentacles, that it's taken a really long time for the king to realize that you are the person that they want. Look, we have 3 kings present. The only king, we have the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the King of Wands. The only king that we haven't seen so far is the King of Cups. So this person, I feel, is holding back feelings, that they're trying to come at you any type of way that they can without showing you that they have feelings, because I feel like you did offer them a cup at some point and they turned it down. We have the 8 of Wands, the 4 of Wands, and the 2 of Swords. It feels like they know that they've blocked their own happiness, that they've blocked a stable relationship that is fun and And I feel like it's celebratory, it's passionate, and I feel like that's what this person wants to talk to you about. That's why they're taking you out. There's the Emperor. Now we do have the King of Cups in the room, right? There's the Emperor. So the Emperor wants a new beginning with the Lovers. Look, I can't even, there's no other way to read that. This person here, this Emperor, wants to have a new beginning here. The Fool is here, and then the Lovers is here. I think I'm just going to leave it there. Look, everything's about to transform. The Death card is here. Whatever was worrying you, whatever was painful, whatever was hardship that you were going through in the mind is about to end, because you're going to have to make a decision to come in from the cold and be with this person. I feel like there was something that went on between you two. You feel manipulated in your feelings by them, but the wheel of the Temperance card tells me that it's high time that we get back together again, that it is the moment of alchemy, that the Tower falls and the sun comes out. So when the Tower falls, it's like it was really cloudy. You couldn't see anything. The tower was too big. When the tower falls, you'll see the sunshine on the other side. Everything's about to change between you and someone else. This sounds so lovely. You'll have to let me know if it kind of resonates with you. I'd love to know. I'm going to go for now, and I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. I'm out for now. Bye-bye.